Hello and welcome to a very windy and cold episode 259, guys. So for this session video, I am at txi-d Lakes. I've not been here for can't even remember, at least a couple of years, but I've seen some of my fellow bloggers had been here recently, and my mate Wayne's Angling Adventures, he'd been here recently last week. I think he was in this swim actually, peg 3, and he had 3 on a day session. And also my mate Martin's Angling Adventures, he was here with his mate last week also on a day session. I don't think Martin did very well, but he was here with a mate who did do well, also had 3 on a day session. I think he was up this side somewhere, possibly peg number 2. But I've picked peg number 3 because it's kind of almost in the middle of the lake. You've got 2 islands out in front of me. We'll look closely at where we're going to be fishing when the rods go out. I'm not fishing yet, I'm still mid setup, so I'm going to crack on with doing that. Apologies for any wind noise that may be on this blog, guys. I have looked at the weather and we've got quite high winds and higher gusts as well, blowing kind of like today, tomorrow. So if there is any wind noise on this blog, I can only apologise. Nothing I can do about it. Right, anyway, I'm going to crack on with setting up, and then I'll get back to you shortly, guys. Let's go fishing. Hey guys, so as I said in the intro, I'm in peg 3, and what peg 3 offers in the way of, options to fish at is quite good. So obviously open water, and as you can see in front of me, there's 2 islands. txi-d Lakes has recently been taken over by new owners, and they have started to sort of tidy the place up a little bit. Before, the islands was a bit overgrown. The new owners have trimmed them back a bit and cut down sort of the trees, the bushes, so hopefully less rigs and line and all that hanging from branches and trees. The left hand island, you can quite clearly see where 3 big chunks of tree that used to overhang are being cut down, so you can get a bit tight to that left hand island. And the right hand island is kind of been completely sort of almost cleared of all the big trees, just got some bushes left. So anyway, first job, what I'm going to do, I've just got a bare lead, 2.5 ounce lead on the end of my line, and then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cast the bare lead just to see the ranges I want to fish to. Some green reeds on the right hand island. I'm probably going to fish up to sort of on the corner, because obviously between the islands there's a channel through to the other side of the lake. So I'm basically going to fish kind of like the corners of each island, and then that way if any fish are kind of passing up and down the islands, I can pick them off. And also if they're coming in and out the channel through to the other side, equally I can sort of pick them off from there, hopefully. So anyway, so without any more waffling, I'm just going to cast the bare lead and find the ranges that I want to fish at. Almost. That was meant to be a rough cast, but I think that was pretty much on the money first time. Alright, so obviously now I've put the line in the clip. And we'll see where that lands now with the line in the clip. I'm only fishing me 10 footers this session, 2 rod rule here. So because it's a 2 rod rule, I thought no point bringing on the big rods. It's not a big lake. about 6 inches from them reeds. So I'll leave that in the clip there, but what I'll probably do is go a little bit left of that spot when I do my actual cast. In fact, we'll do a cast in the direction where I want to go now, just so I can pick a far horizon tree point I want to cast to. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of a V in the trees, I think. Trying for not the big V, but the slightly smaller V to the left of the big V. With that, so I did see when Wayne was here last week and he was using his bait boat. I couldn't be bothered bringing me bait boat, it's just a bit more kit to carry, and, yeah, just couldn't be bothered to bring it. So right, let's get that cast wrapped up. See how far we've got to that spot, guys. Drop that lead down there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 1/4, 8 1/3 wraps. Right guys, so I marked my little spot for this rod. In the end I just used a little pile of stones to mark the spot. So we've now substituted the lead for a PVA bag, just looping them on about 18 inches. Above that we've got a flying back lead. Although, like I said, as we've seen, it's only 8 and a bit wraps, 8 1/3, 8 1/4 wraps. I still like to use a flying back lead where I can, just to keep the line pinned down. Wind is absolutely bitter, guys. Jolly, probably landed 6 inches to a foot away from them reeds, so happy with that cast. Right guys, so to get that spot I wanted on the corner of the left rod, obviously I've just repeated the same process, bare lead, found my range, and it's pretty much about bang on the same as my right hand rod. It's probably 6 inches difference, but I could probably go to exactly the same, to be fair. You know, the 8 and I'd say it's 8 1/3 wraps, but yeah, repeated the same process, and then lead off, PVA bag on, and now this one's ready to go out. As you can see, I've completely cocked that up and it landed nowhere near where I wanted it. It's landed slap bang in the middle of the channel. Because we have got this strong wind, I was trying to overcompensate for the wind there. A mix of that and a bad cast has made it land slap bang in the middle of the channel. But that might not be a bad thing, guys. I will leave it there for now, just because I haven't made up any more, got any more PVA bags made up. So that is going to be the next job. So obviously it is fishing at the moment in the middle of the channel, and I'm sure probably lots of people who fish this swim probably do fish middle of the channel anyway. So there's nothing wrong with where it is. I just want it a bit more near the margin, and well, less said about that cast the better. Right. The rods have been out 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. Not my first run already. Doesn't feel very big. I was chatting to some lads who are fishing over in pegs 10 and 11 when I got here. They were saying apparently the owner just recently stocked a load of new fish into the lake, kind of upper single size kind of fish. This might be one of them. There we go. 10-15 minutes in, first fish on the bank. Right guys, so yeah, as the lads on the other side of the lake were saying when I got here doing a walk round, they said apparently the owner's just stocked in some new fish into this lake. I don't know how many, but apparently they're all kind of single figure fish, but you know, upper size singles, kind of like 7, 8, 9 pounders, that kind of size. And this looks like one of them. Yeah, certainly not going to break any records, guys, but yeah, what it does mean is that we're off the mark and the session's not a blank. So that's all good on that side of it. I'll have a little, yeah, pretty little fish. And in a few years' time, he will be a nice little character. Oh, it's a live little. Right, won't keep him out any longer because probably he's cold, my hands are warm. Not a good combination, so we're getting back. Do a quick photo first, and then yeah, we're not blanking. That's the main thing. Right, guys. So as I'm having to redo one rod already, now's a good time as any, I suppose, to show you the rig I'm fishing and you know how I caught that little babby. So we are just fishing simple solid PVA bags. So we got a what is that? That's a 3. I thought they were 2.5. So it's a 3 ounce Avid inline lead, one of the Gemini inline lead inserts. As you can see, they're a lot more flexible, soft rubber. If you get any breakages, cut offs, snap offs for whatever reason, the leads pull off these soft rubber Gemini stems really easy. So that's one of the reasons why I like using them. 3 inches of supple braid, got a size 6 wide gape hook, little sinker in the middle just to keep it all pinned down, and then we are fishing a pink dumbbell wafter. I started on the pink dumbbell wafters because, getting back to Wayne's video when he was here last week, he was fishing pink dumbbell wafters as his hook baits, So I thought, well, he had 3 in a day session, albeit a bit bigger than what I've just had then. And so I just thought, well, I'll start off on the pink as well. The ones I'm actually fishing, the only pink Dumbo wafters I had in my bag were me. Also, Hinders don't make them anymore, but it's the Mystic Plum. So if I've got to go back to my van for any reason, you know, to go and use the toilet at that end, I'll have a look in my van, see if I've got anything a bit more current bait wise to swap over to. You know, like the seafood or something, but for now the only pink Dumbo wafters I had with me was the Mystic Plum, so. But they obviously still work. Little fish certainly like them. Right guys, so now that I am fully organised with my camp, I don't mean camp, I mean, you know, bivvy. I've just had a hot drink to warm the old cockles because it is absolutely bitter. But a bit of lake bed debris on the retrieve there. But yeah, now I am fully organised. I thought this cast that I wasn't happy with, just because I was a complete idiot and can't cast properly, I'm now going to put back round the wrap sticks, get the range and cast a bit closer to that margin that I said I wanted to do. The good thing about fishing PVA bags loop to loop style is, you know, for quick and easy change of one bag to another, you know, it's really quick. You just pull one rig off of the loop, rest it on the tripod, take your next bag which is pre-made, and you know, and then we loop to loop that one on. And when you've got a few PVA bags already pre-made, you know, that's how quick and easy it is to re-rig. Right, let's go a bit closer to that corner now. Wind has died down a little as well, so that'll help a little. Absolutely perfect. Right guys, so in again. Ooh, this one feels a bit better. And this is on the left rod, the rod that I recast, what, half hour ago. I'm just having some dinner. So my dinner's going cold at the moment. But yeah, I did say I wanted to be on a certain mark, and I was on that mark. Half hour later, we're away. Fish is on to me left at the moment. Keep the rod down low because the willow branch is here to me left. But yeah, as I just said, half hour ago. I've done that recast, and yeah, definitely a little bit bigger. Now it's running ragged under the rock tip. There we go, fish number 2 in the net. Right guys, here we go then, on the dregs of daylight. Fish number 2. As I said, done that recast within half hour, it went straight away. So half hour in the right place was worth a couple of hours in the wrong place. 13.5 pound guys, still solid bag as we saw go out. Pink dumbbell wafter, Mystic Plum, one of the characters of the lake I'd say. Bit of a damaged mouth, but body wise absolutely cracking looking. So yeah, I'm happy. Only a few hours into the session, 2 fish on the bank. Lovely jovely. Get a couple of pictures and get her back. Alright guys, you can see me alright. Obviously you can tell by the artificial light we are into darkness now. But fish number 3 is on the bank. Pound smaller than the last one. This one's 12.5 pounds, but the nicest looking one of the 3 yet. I'll tell you what, these fish are beating me up more on the bank than what they did coming in. It does not want to play ball at all. Come on, just doesn't want to play ball at all. Oh. Right, be good, be good. Straighten out. There we go guys. Oh, like I said, 12.5 pound, fish number 3. Still fishing on the old Mystic Plum dumbbell wafters, pink. Solid bags. This was on the right hand rod. So yeah, all good. See if she'll let us show us the other side. Come on, be good, because she's a pretty fish, so she is worth looking at both sides. How about that? Lovely jovely. That's not bad so far. So what are we in now? We're about 4 hours into the session. 4.5, and we've had fish number 3. So right, get a few pictures of this one and then get it back. Right guys, so it is just coming up to midnight and I have got fish number 5. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you did hear him right. It's number 5. And I'm sure you're probably saying, oh, where's number 4 then? Well, number 4 was another one of the quite small ones, one of the stockies. And I'm sure this is one of the stockies as well, because it's probably 8-9 pound right wiggler. So yeah, and the one I had, number 4, was a bit smaller than this, so I just unhooked him in the net and sent him on his way, because I thought I just couldn't be bothered, to be fair, to get the camera and all that out for a little fish. So I didn't film number 4, and I am not weighing this one as well, because obviously it's one of the stockies, so I'll just put this one straight back. And also, because the stockies seem to be quite hungry, that's a few of them I've caught now. This rod, I'm not going to put it back out for the night. Like I say, it is midnight. I've caught a few of the stockies now, and I don't want to be up all night catching the hungry stockies. So I put this fish back, and then just leave that one rod out that's still out for the night, just so I can get some sleep. Like I say, I've had 5 fish already, still the first night, so I'll just put that rod out back out of first light. Hey, good morning people. So yeah, had a good night's sleep last night. Well, sort of. You'll notice there's no rods out at the moment. 3 o'clock in the morning, I had a sort of a bit of a liner on the left hand rod. The bobbin come up tight. I kind of sat up and watched it for a few moments, and then it continued to kind of, you know, just kind of bounce around, kind of, you know, where the line's tight to the clutch kind of thing. So I thought, well, that's a fish. Picked it up, and then, you know, just not moved off. And then when I picked the rod up, nothing was on the end. So yeah, my theory was wrong. But yeah, when that occurrence happened, I didn't bother putting that rod back out either. I thought, well, I've had 5 fish up to that point. So, and as I said, when I had the 5th fish, I just wanted to get a good night's sleep. You know, us old folk do need our sleep. You know, it's not that I can stay up all night like I could anymore when I was in my 20s. So, and when I woke up this morning, I would have had to have wound in anyway, because I've just had to use the facilities. So yeah, so we'll get the rods back out. The sun is literally just coming up. It's not even above the treetops yet. So, like I said, we'd get the rods back out at first light. It is first light, more or less. So let's get the rods wrapped up and back out on them hot spots that done me the fish. Yep, happy with where that one landed. Happy with where both has landed. So I haven't put any bait in yet, but I'm going to this morning. And my thinking is, because 3 of the 5 fish I've had have been the stockies, and when Billy, the new owner, came round yesterday, he was saying that it was just last week they introduced 29 new single figure stockies, you know, them kind of sizes that we've already seen, and we'd say 6, 7, can't remember, 6 or 7 mid to lower double sized new fish, so sort of a total of sort of 35, 36 fish that they stocked in last week. Definitely seems like them little ones, the single figure ones, are a bit hungrier than all the other fish. Billy did say they are feeding the lakes at the moment when no one's here. But if those little fish are hungry, I'm thinking stick some bait in, feed them off, and then hopefully You know, the bigger fish will come along once the little fish have had their feed. Whether that theory will work, I don't know. But I don't disenjoy catching any size fish, but I would prefer to catch the bigger fish, and if I could feed the little fish off to catch the bigger fish, I'll try anything. So I've got with me the salted caramel nut boilies, 12mm. So I'm going to stick a few pouches of them, over the spots, and in the general area of where I'm fishing. There we go, guys. So that is 2 pouches of 12mm on each spot and 2 straight down the middle. So we'll see whether that theory works. Guys, first bite of the day. Rods have been out for about an hour. About half an hour ago when I put that bait in. This one does feel a bit bigger than the stockies that I was getting, so hopefully that theory of putting in a bit more bait than I normally would for this time of year has worked. The fish is going right down the right hand side margin. So let's go this way. Oh yeah, a little bit bigger. Yeah, it looks a decent one. Definitely the biggest one yet. Right, here we go then, guys. Biggest fish so far. Nice clean looking fish. The sun's even come out for this one. £15 4. Can't be good, be good. So, she's being a bit of a scallywag on the mat. So, because it's a common, we won't look at both sides, we'll just get this filming done, get a picture done and get her back. But yeah, biggest fish yet. Was it because I've put a bit of bait in now? You know, was that theory of feeding off the small fish, is that working? Time will only tell if any more bigger fish come along, but yeah, fish number 6. Oh, yeah, we won't mess around with it too much more. So yeah, fish number 6, biggest one yet. Happy. Right guys, so fish is now back in its home, but so I just thought I'd show you this rig, you know, the one that caught that fish just now. So I know we're cutting my head off, but we're looking at the rig. So when I was showing you how I'm fishing this session, I was on about, you know, this Gemini insert system that kind of you can get to go on leads, and what has happened is exactly what I said when I was showing you the rig. In that take, the lead has come off of the insert, and even the rubber insert has come free of the you know, the inner insert a little bit. So so yeah, so that just goes to show you how good these Gemini systems are. See, and then all I got to do is pull it all back down into place. So yeah, so on a good take, yeah, everything pulls free. You know, you still obviously get the hooking potential of this kind of system, but yeah, the good thing about these Gemini inserts being like a soft rubber than a molded plastic is that, yeah, everything comes free in the event of a crack off, break off, cut off, whatever. So in my opinion, kind of the best insert system you can get out there for rig safety. I know a lot of the hard plastic ones you can get, people are concerned that the lead don't come off, or if you ever get a break off, that a fish is trailing kind of an inline lead system around. With these Gemini systems, you know, you certainly don't have to worry about that. Right hand rod again. That definitely seems to be a good spot on the corner of that right hand island. Not sure how big it is yet. I think at the moment it's swimming towards me, so I can't really gauge the size at the moment. Don't feel as big as the last one. I think it's just a very spirited youngster. Not too big, but he's certainly given me a nice little run around. Common. Water's quite clear at the moment, so I can see the fish, see the bait hanging out its mouth. Fish number 7 in the net. Hi guys. Fish number 7. Didn't quite make double figures this one, but still nice little fish. And I'd say, looking at the inside of my unhooking mat, it's definitely been on that bait already that I put out, you know, a couple of hours ago. Just under £9 at £8.12, this little one. Not sure if it's one of the stockies or not. He's got a little bit of tail damage there, so I'd probably suggest it's one of the lake's stock that was already here, because it certainly doesn't look like a new fish. And as you can see, he's a little bit active on the mat, so we'll get him back. No need to keep little ones like that out for too long. Yeah, I always get all the birds, me. And guys, I'm just going to do a recast on this right hand rod. It's been a couple of hours since I had that last little fish, and when I've done the recast on this rod, the PVA bag kind of skimmed the green reeds on the island, and at the time I was thinking, oh, that's a nice cast, got it really close. But a couple of hours have passed by, nothing's happened, and I'm thinking, well, maybe it's a sloping off island, maybe rather than an undercut island, so perhaps it was too close. So just gonna re-chuck it and try and land sort of a foot or two off where I have been landing it. Alright, fresh PVA bag on now. Still managed to land it super close to the reeds, but what I'd done, if you caught that, was just dragged it back about a foot before the PVA bag had a chance to melt. And while I'm recasting rods, I might as well do the left hand rod. Nothing's happened obviously on that rod since redoing the rods at first light this morning, so fresh bag. What I've done with this one is, well, I've just put about an extra 6 foot on the length I've been casting to, and I'm just gonna chuck it a little bit deeper into that channel between the two islands. Oh, this one feels a bit better, guys. I've kind of set myself a bit of a goal of hitting at least one 20-pounder while I'm here. one does feel a bit better. Come about half hour, 45 minutes after I've done that recast. Right back to my left now. No, it's not a 20-pounder. Still a nice looking fish though. So the water here at the moment is quite clear, so you can see the fish as they're coming in. Oh, picked up a left hand line to try and get it. There we go. Oh, it keeps turning one way, turning the other way. The line keeps flicking off its dorsal. Dorsal or peck. Whoa. Mirror anyway. So just let it run around, let him tire itself out. Clutch isn't too tight, so he can run a little, but set tight enough so I can gain on him when he's not pulling right in front of that right hand landing net. Looks a nice fish anyway. Pull that line, come back this way, good boy, or girl. Oh, a bit more fight left in him yet. Right, back to this landing net, maybe. Yes. No. Yes, in the net. Oh. One of the reasons why I always have two landing nets, guys. And a fish like that goes to prove two nets is worth when it's going backwards and forwards like it was, rather than trying to leapfrog your rod with a rod and a net. it's just easier to have a landing net both sides, so or you can concentrate on playing the fish then, and then whatever way the fish does eventually come into, you've got a net both sides waiting. Well guys, once I looked at it in the net I thought, oh, maybe this is a 20 that I'd like this session. It's not, it's £16 on the nose, but that does mean it's the biggest fish this session so far, and possibly the best looking one yet of this session. So fish number 8 now. Majority of the fish coming off that right hand rod on the corner of the island. Still the pink dumbbell wafters, Mystic Plum in the PVA bag doing the trick. PVA bags are filled with the older seafood micro pellets. Yeah, and you know, after I'd done that recasting, I said I thought I'd gone a bit close to the island. This fish should come, I think that half hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, I think I had gone a bit close to the island before. Come on, good. Be good. There we go. What do you think of that, guys? Absolutely awesome. Having a wicked session. Not bad for early February when it's still cold, the water's still cold. The fish still, you know, most places haven't even woken up yet. But this is turning into a right old red letter session. Well made up. I've already done the pictures of this one. Let's get her back. Yes. Right, let's get back onto that hot spot, guys. I'm thinking maybe I should put both rods on that right hand corner. But, see if we can get onto the spot this time without having to make any post cast adjustments. A little bit of adjustment, but probably landed 6 inches from them reeds. I just pulled it back probably about another 6 inches to a foot again before the bag had a chance to melt. But that is the spot that seems to be doing the fish. Wow, that rod's been back out 15-20 minutes. This one feels another little small scrappy one. I think I might as well only fish with the right hand rod. Yeah, another little pasty, this one. This could be one of the new stockies. Certainly didn't put up much of a fight. Swam towards me most of the way. But that's number 9. Right guys, yeah, as I thought, I think this is just one of the stockies because he is only small. So I'm just gonna, I'll quickly show you him. He's probably 7 or 8 pounds. So we'll do a quick photo. Shoot. There we go. There you go, guys. I think one of the stockies because he's small, good nick. So yeah, and quite lively. So we'll just get him straight back. Yeah, and I think one of the fish I had last night that I didn't show, I just put straight back. I've got a feeling this might be it, because he's got a bit of a sore on his back here by my thumb, and it's quite distinctive, so I'm not going to keep him out. I'll get some propolis on that sore and then we'll get him back. But yeah, I'm sure this is a double capture from a fish I had last night. But yeah, capture, no, I think capture wise, temp fish. Right guys, so that rod has just gone back out, and because the little pasties, stockies, whatever you want to call them, have come back on the scene. What I've just done is the same as what I did this morning, and that's just put out a load more of those 12mm boilies on the spots. So it seemed to work earlier on when I put them boilies in. It seemed to either feed the little ones off or get the bigger ones in, either way. So because we've been on pest control for the last couple of fish, I've just yeah, put some more bait in again to try and feed them off. So what I might do again tonight, so I can have a good, I mean, we're captures now, like as I said with that last fish, we're into double figures now, so you know, and we're only going into the second night tonight, and I've still got another full day tomorrow night, yeah, sort of an half of Friday. So because we're having a good amount of fish, if the rods go off again this evening, then I might just end up leaving the rods wound in, you know, just so I can have a good night's sleep. I ain't going to worry about trying to catch fish in the night when, you know, when I'm now into double figures on captures. So might sound a bit stupid to a lot of you, but you know, I ain't going to worry about it too much. Us older folk, we also need our sleep as well as catching fish. I've caught fish, so I can get some sleep. Good morning, good morning, good morning guys. And I think it's safe to say the fish in txi-d Lake are mainly daytime feeders, because I did actually in the end leave the rods out all night, and I didn't have a single bleep at all during darkness. As you can see, the rods are wound in at the moment. I've had to visit the facilities this morning, so the rods had to come in obviously. So today is going to be my last sort of full day, if you like. So what I'm going to do when I put the rods back out, I think I'm going to fish both rods on or near that spot where I've had the majority of my fish. I can't remember, certainly at least 8, maybe 9 of the 10 fish I've had have all come off that right hand spot. So it would obviously seem to make sense to put both rods on or near that spot. So when the rods go back out, that's what I'm going to do, guys. Right. Alright, so let's get the last night's rigs off. I've already got PVA bags made up, ready to go in my bucket, so we'll get the wraps done, get the rods back out, feed myself, have a hot drink, and then put some breakfast on after that, I think. Right, let's get these rods sorted. See how soon we can catch number 11, 12, 13. Well guys, so just about to do the wraps. That hook is still good to use again. So little tip, if you want to use this, guys, what I do when I'm doing my wraps and I'm doing it with a rig that I've already been fishing with and it's still got the bait on, all I do, because the bait is, you know, it's soft, it's been in the water, I'll just pop it onto the hook point like that, and that way when I do my wraps without getting my rod tip stuck in the tree and the rig goes on the ground, I know my hook point is going to be safe from any stones and debris on the ground because it's been plugged into that nice soft bait. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and tell me little pile of stones. Not the biggest line clip on these reels, but they're only 10,000 size reels, so yeah, wrapping up every single time. You know, obviously to hit that hot spot where I've been casting to. Right, let's get this rig off, fresh one on. Let's get fishing again. There we go, guys. I'd say half hour after that morning recast. And the fish are back on it. And bizarrely enough, even though I've put the left rod kind of near that hot spot, it's the right hand rod that's gone again. Absolutely freezing this morning, guys. Bit of a breeze blowing and it's got a proper chill to it. So if this goes in the net, I'm not going to look forward to holding this fish. It's going to be bloody freezing. The mirror. Yes, first fish of the day in the net. Right guys, here we go. Hope you can hear me alright. I'm going to watch this back in a minute to make sure this footage is alright, because the wind's picked up a bit. I've put an extra woolly hat over the microphone to try and stop any wind noise. So I wasn't lying about how cold this fish is. It is absolutely freezing. Oh, so come on, please be good. Please be good. You are cold. You are cold. I don't want to hold you for any longer than I need to. Oh, come on. Here we go, guys. Fish number 11 of this session. There we go. Fish number 11 of the session, guys. 12.5 pounds. Still on the pink Mystic Plum dumbbell wafters in the solid bags. Yeah, let's have a quick look at the other side of shell. Lettuce. Nice looking fish. Seems to be about the average size of fish in here at the moment, but I don't care about sizes. We're getting winter bites, and that's the main thing. How about that? Lovely jubbly. Oh, right. Get a few pickies and get her back. Right, guys, so we're sort of at lunchtime now, about 12:30, I think. So it's been a few hours that has passed now since I had that fish this morning, and nothing has happened since then. So the frequency of today's bites seem to definitely have slowed down from what I've been getting up to now. Personally, I think the temperature has a lot to do with that. As I said earlier on, it is absolutely freezing today. There's a bit of cold wind blowing that we never had yesterday. The general temperature is I'd say probably half what it was yesterday, and yeah, I think that might have a lot to say for it. However, because nothing has happened for the last few hours, just in case I haven't quite hit them hot spots, I am about to do a recast now. So a couple of PV bags made up. I'm going to wind them rods in, just do a recast just for the hell of it, and hopefully a bit of fresh pellet on them spots that's in the bags just might entice them fish in. Now, guys, if you feel something's not right with your hot spot, it always pays to check, and good job I did. That might explain why my little hot spot wasn't doing any more fish. So good job I checked that. Right, left hand rod rechuck, guys, because that right hand rod just went a couple of foot a little bit right of my hot spot, just means that the left hand rod I can chuck at my hot spot instead. And that one was on the money of the hot spot. Right, guys, it's about 4:30 in the late afternoon, early evening, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's been completely dead today, apart from that fish first thing this morning. I'm pretty sure this downturn in temperature and cold wind has got a lot to do with it, because I can assure you it's been absolutely bitter today. and tonight's temperatures get down to 0 and sort of just about minus, looking at the weather app on my phone. But yeah, gonna do me a rod now for, you know, the last cast for the evening, unless any fish come along. I had to wind in anyway and go up to the van and go and get some more PVA bag pellet, because I've had such a good session. I was running out what I had with me on the bank, so I had to go and get some more pellet out the van, and got me big coat out as well, so that'll be going on tonight once it gets dark. Right, anyway, let's see if we can get back on the hotspot. Right, left hand rod guys, I've put an extra sort of 6 foot on this wrap, and I'm going to chuck it up the channel. So as you can see, no matter what way the wind blows from, it's nice and sheltered in between the 2 islands, so if fish are sheltering any warmer water out of the breeze, they might be in between the islands. So I'm just going to just go a little bit up the island, or up in between the islands. Yeah, slap bang in the middle. That. Right. There we go guys, so that is the evening's cast done. Won't touch the rods again unless any fish come along now. I haven't put any more bait in today, obviously we've only had the 1 fish. If they're not... Oh! Live take! Well, that was the one that dropped right onto the hot spot, so I think this particular fish must have liked the look of that fresh hook bait. And once again, the right hand rod on that little hot spot, about a foot off them reeds. That's the bite again. Looks like another one of the stockies. It's certainly not the 20 pounder I've been hoping for this session. So there we go, just minutes after a recast. Number 12 is in the net. Alright guys, as I thought, I think this is one of the new stockies because he's in good nick, good mouth, good tail, and he's small, 7, 8 pound. Certainly doesn't like my warm hands on his cold body, that's for sure, but we'll have a quick look at him. There we go. Lively little sod, but there we go. I've not weighed this one. It's a guess, 7 or 8 pound. Yeah, number 12 off that hot spot, and looking at the mat, there must still be some bait out there because he's certainly passing some of it. So that's all. Let's get him back. Rod's already gone back out. Right guys, getting back into some of the bigger stock of the lake. It's been resting up for a little while, so I let it rest in the net while I got the rod back out. Never guess what rod? Yeah, the right hand rod. Yeah, biggest fish of the session so far. I thought this might be the 20 that I was after when it went in the net, but a bit under, 16 pound 12. So definitely one of the lake's older stock. But yeah, like a block of ice, but fish number 13. Let's have a quick look at the other side. There we go, biggest fish so far. So not unlucky 13. But yeah, I would still like to get that 20 before I pack up at lunchtime tomorrow. Yeah, can't be disappointed with that fish. Right, a few pictures, then we'll get it back, guys. Right guys, that fish had just literally gone back. I've just finished setting, so you know, just getting the rod sorted, and no, I hadn't, because I'd already had the rod sorted. I was getting something else sorted, but yeah. But Billy, the owner, just popped down to say hello, see how I was getting on, and as we was chatting away, left the left-hand rod, believe it or not, went. I think this is quite recognisable. It's just an ounce under £9, but he's got a bit of a crinkle tail, so don't know if this one is known as crinkle tail or anything like that, but he's quite lively, so I'm not going to mess around. I've still got to get the rod back out for this one, so we'll just get him straight back. Good morning guys, and welcome to a very cold last morning of fishing for me. As you can see, only one rod fishing after I had that last fish last night. I didn't put that rod back out. Being the old bugger that I am, I thought, well, I need my sleep, so I didn't want to get disturbed too much, so I only fished with one rod last night. But that's the rod that's been getting all the action anyway, so anyway, so I will put that rod back out this morning. I am packing up in about 5 hours time, so I'll put that rod back out, recast that rod with a fresh PVA bag, have some breakfast, and then it's going to be a slow pack up. And I can't do too much more recording anyway, because I think for the first time ever I'm actually starting to run out of room on my memory card in the camcorder, so that's never happened before. Obviously I'll do the hotspot rod first. Probably landed about a foot to the left of the hotspot. Left hand rod, I've got this wrapped up to the same spot where I caught fish number 14 from. Right then, that's it. That's the end of my fishing, guys. It might look like my rods are still out, but I did have to wind them in quickly for a sudden call of nature. But yeah, now the rods are in, I ain't going to put them back out now. Yeah, had an absolutely banging session, guys. 14 fish over my 3 nights fishing. If you'd have said I was going to have 14 fish at the start of this session, you know, it's still a winter session, as nice and sunny as it looks now, and yeah, the weather's nice today, flat calm lake today, blue skies, nice and sunny. Today would be a good day to come fishing. But yeah, that's me, done and dusted. So I know it's been a long one, guys. I hope you've stuck with it and enjoyed it. It's been a good one, getting 14 fish on the bank. So yeah, that's it. I'm half packed up already, so time to go home, have a shower, and then it's going to take me a while to edit this one, I think. But hope you've enjoyed it. It's certainly the most action I've had in any one fishing session for a while, but no idea where or when I'm going to be out fishing again, guys. But till then, tight lines.